Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI on PlayFrame, and welcome back to... where are we? Lost Wind? I want to say it's Lost Wind. Journal, help. Lost Wing, my mistake. A settlement located in central Sunbreck on the northeastern edge of the Greatwood. Having initially found Prosperity as a stopover point for traveling traders, it fell from favor when newer, better roads bypassed it, and eventually fell off the map entirely. The village is built both in and around fallen ruins that the people of Lost Wing claim was once called an airship. I wonder if we'll get an airship in this one. Doesn't really feel like the kind of Final Fantasy where you'd get an airship, but in most Final Fantasies you do eventually get an airship of some sort. One does show up, right? The Dominant of Fire, a mysterious figure who was first seen amidst the chaos of the Imperial invasion of the Phoenix Gate, immediately before the appearance of the second icon of fire, the very icon that slew the heir to the ducal throne. Clive believes this man to be the Dominant who murdered his brother and has sworn to take his revenge. And this is the place we're going on the morrow. Caer Norvent, an Imperial stronghold located along the southern fringes of Sambrequois territory, far from its capital of Oriflamme. It occupies a key strategic position adjacent to the Crystal Belt and is formidably fortified as a result. Within its walls there are living quarters, a church, a jail, and sufficient storehouses to see the occupants through a lengthy siege. That's tomorrow problems. For today, you're a merchant and I'm going to talk to you.
We haven't much, but you're free to look.
It's better than what I got by a considerable margin, honestly.
I hope it's to your liking.
Thanks for the sword. And that's worse. I won't be having that. That's slightly better. Okay, this is just if I want to stock up on materials or music. Very expensive music. I assume I'm going to be rolling in funds much more than I currently am at some point. You know, these are a little expensive and I'm not in dire need of tonics. I'll get potions and such as I pick them up. I'm on an easier mode. I'm not dying too much out here. It is a slight upgrade. Why not? While we're here.
I trust it's all here.
Thank you. I got stuff I can sell, don't I? Probably. Like weaker weapons. Might as well. You know what? Comments, people who play this game, let me know if there's any reason to hang on to old weapons. In some Final Fantasies, there are reasons, and some there's not. And I don't know which one this is. I'm guessing not, given it's just a straight-up downgrade in terms of attack power and stagger power and all that, but you never know with these games. And I do have some things that are just good for selling. Yeah, like the gill bug. Sell it.
Here's what we agreed on.
Cool. Okay.
You're always welcome here in Lost Wing.
Appreciate it. Hello.
You're the kind man who saved Mummy. Thank you.
You're welcome. I feel like the game wants me to go somewhere. A quest destination, perhaps. Where is this Quentin? Sid, where's Quentin? Quentin is back this way. Okay. Ah. You must be Quentin.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? Then he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own Dominant of Fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't.
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma. As a favor to Sid, that is.
Go on.
Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
Seal obtained. The Hanged Man.
May the mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Well, when you put it that way.
Let's see if this thing really works.
I'll still be grumpy about it, though, Sid. Where'd he go? Well, he knows. So what are you using your crystal for? Just light. You know, that makes sense. It's dark as heck out here. You guys should maybe make more of the torch things. Right, Torgal? You get it.
You like that, don't you?
Good dog. All right, let's ask around. You know, this is not an observation original to me. This is something that I'd read. I think it was Harper J. writing their thoughts about the game. That there's actually a lot of Final Fantasy II, like original NES Final Fantasy II, in this, from the just large empire, the kind of rebellion force that you're taking part in, even just the spy figures who are always just sort of like operating in between the cracks, like Gav, and the like the seal I just got is even pretty similar to the sort of like passwords that you're taught for communicating with specific characters in other towns to get them to give you more information. Like, in a weird sort of way, I almost could sort of see this being like a big, huge, extremely high fidelity remake of Final Fantasy II. There's a lot else that's new to this, like the whole dominance thing, bearers. There's lots to this story that is not the same thing, but if you take Final Fantasy II and you give it a modern AAA treatment, I don't think it looks wildly different from this. In the broad strokes, anyway, and that's kind of cool.
Mind your step. The royalists didn't do us the courtesy of tidying up when they left.
Don't suppose there's a thing for the royalists. Doesn't look like it. I'm just assuming the royalists refers to any of the Sonbrek Empire, generally. Quentin? The inscrutable landlord of Lostwing's Tavern and the leader of the village. Sure. Marks are emblems that Sid's allies distribute to those in their circle of trust. It's common for the rich and powerful of Elisthea to pin such marks to the bearers in their possession, that the slaves might go about their master's business unmolested. Ah, okay. Alliance. Those who do not call the hideaway their home, but nevertheless lend their strength to Sid's cause. Ah, okay. There are many in the twins who balk at the persecution of bearers, but cannot find within them the courage to oppose it, knowing what fate awaits them should their sympathies be exposed. Others take that risk, aiding Sid's bearer liberation efforts with information sent by Stolas, monetary assistance, or direct action. Neat, okay. Let's gather some villager information. Beyond the, what are you using the crystal for, mundanity. You there. One hiding in the shadows. What's up?
Ah. Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have, though.
Thank you.
I'll keep asking. I hadn't gotten the impression until now, but now I'm wondering if Sid and Gav are actually an item.
Remember, think hard.
I could sort of read it into their interactions a bit. You there. I crave information. And I have a seal, so you have to talk to me.
That a hanged man, I see.
See?
Master Quentin must think you're important.
Or
It
something.
was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Gregor's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church, and wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
Sid, have you had more luck?
Bloody cowards! Setting upon us after dark! I'd like to see them try again when the sun's high.
From the sound of her, they'd be in large trouble if they did. Ooh. I'm sure no one will mind if I rob this. It's just black blood. What on earth could they really want from that? What on earth could I want from it? I don't know, but I have it now. Sid? I talked to 2 people and I found blood. How's your night going? Keeping busy?
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news.
My scowls can communicate all kinds of things, Sid.
So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on, but... I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the Royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
What makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
Works for me. I'd like to check in.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quentin. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish.
Sid, could you please haggle us like a pillow or something? You're terrible at this. The following evening.
Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade?
Oh.
It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the Caer when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting.
No, let's be off.
The road south then? Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Is this a way I can go? Kind of feels like no, but let's poke around. Ooh, what's this? The mysteries of vinification. While some winemakers will remove the skins of the grape after pressing, leaving both skin and seeds in the juice to commingle creates a must that is better suited for extended aging, ultimately resulting in a more refined wine. Then, once the wine calms and settles sufficiently, the skins are removed, and the must is then transferred to wooden barrels of oak or chestnut, which, by allowing air to leach into the wine, impart deepened levels of complexity, introducing rich aromas and improving texture, all while lessening bitterness. See, Sid, we've learned something, because I explored. About wine. What's up?
Nothing down here but dust and cobwebs. Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
I don't think so. Probably. I have no idea if I'm going the right way, but it's leading me somewhere, and now I'm curious. Ah? Oh, maybe this is taking me back to the woods we were in the previous night. I think so. Neat. Yeah, this is where we did the fight last episode. Okay, cool. Well, wrong way. Okay, probably up this way instead. And then around, maybe? This feels right. Do kind of wish there was a sprint button.
Back to me, my darling. I can't bear another night without you.
The road here cuts through Lorbert's Pass to Caer, Norvent. You're not thinking of heading that way, are you?
Maybe. Yes.
If the Royalists were looking to take the Caer, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
There we go. The sprint kicked in. Just gotta warm it up a little.
Wrong way, friend.
Oop.
The village is behind
Told you.
Fight times. Get him, Torgal. Mess him up.
That's enough.
There we go. Oh, another level. Getting quite a few of those.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he's sent his best to execute it.
I see a shiny over there. It's probably something I don't need, but I'm getting it. Oh. Well, that could be good for something later. No magic, thank you.
You know what to do.
Get him, dog. Getting better with the magic bursts, ever so slowly. Ouch.
Get 'em, dog!
Look out. There we go.
I'll tell your lady you tried. Caer Norvent. Hard nut to crack even when it isn't crawling with royalists.
I don't care who else is in there.
I don't suppose it wants to tell me about the royalists thing. Well, we got two factions here. Maybe this will help to clarify. I know we kind of read about these already, but just maybe to refresh. Sonbrek is the nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm, which is where we are at currently. I think we're in Sonbrek territory. It's the realm's largest theocracy. Under the rule of the Holy Emperor, the people of Sonbrek enjoy a life of plenty. Right. Waloed is somewhere way further off, I think. Yeah, the sole surviving nation in Ash, the other continent, wherever that is. Waloed has its capital at Stonehere, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine, a warlike land, considerable military might. Okay, yep. I'm assuming the royalists then must be from the Kingdom of Waloed, if they have taken a place that is not within their territory. Seems like to me. Yeah, it must be, because the, sorry, this this is me connecting dots. The, Benedicta's had royalist guards with her, and she is from Waloed. She is not from the Empire. Every time I've shown up, a lot of her folks have thought we are Imperials. So, okay, dots connected. Oop. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Get dead. There we go. Almost there.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the Caer. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
So, tell me about this Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her icon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey?
Hmm?
Alrighty. So now we're headed to Caer Norvent. Once used as a stronghold, the Holy Empire has since disgarrisoned this strategic position along the neutral crystal belt and now employs it in the training of Imperial Army recruits. Oh, okay. Because, yeah, this, I'm guessing, is Sunbreak with their huge crystal. This one, I don't know. Yeah, pretty unsure about a lot of these still. Which one's the Continent of Ash? Is that this one over here? So this must be Walud then, if that's the case. And maybe this one's Dalmekian then. Iron Kingdom, maybe... Huge question mark? Rosaria. Neat. I'm excited to learn more about all of these areas. I'm excited to see all of these areas eventually. Well, I won't be seeing any of them soon if I stay on this map. Let's go.
The land has fallen. The eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the ether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the mother crystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Zidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not. My liege. I serve you, and you alone.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I need. Now and always.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
They're doing some really nice subtle face acting on her in general. Her performer's doing a really great job.
One of our sentries has failed to report, milady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the Caer, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Sid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there. So you've come for me after all.
There's lots of really good, meaningful looks and eye darts kind of communicating different thoughts. You can see her character thinking even more clearly than a lot of the others, which I quite like. Just well performed.
All clear.
Headwind. Sid, it's very dark in here. Can you, like, give us a... Oh, never mind. I got it.
Trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Still kind of dark, but it's something. I am definitely going to have to play with Gamma on a lot of these episodes, I suspect.
We should start with the dungeons. They may be holding the bearers there.
Sound plan. As long as we keep ourselves on this side of the bars.
I also sort of wish that among the options that I hope that they eventually patch in
here.
One of the audio ones I'm hoping for is some control over the dynamic range of volume.
They're all empty.
And you're gonna give up?
Because the quiet parts of this game are quiet, and the loud parts are very loud.
This gate.
And I'm sure that their compression would probably sound a lot better than what I'm having to add.
Need some help?
Yes, please.
What do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
Anyway, back to our infiltration.
Did you hear that?
Unfortunately, yes.
They already be in the Caer. Find him, what?
Good news, lads.
Hello.
Your search is over.
Mess him up. Get him, dog. Clear out. Thank you all for clustering together. That was very helpful.
That's enough.
So, where to next?
Let's go this way.
This door only leads to more royalists.
Maybe not.
We'd better find another one.
I've changed my mind about this door. Window?
How about a window?
Bloody show off.
We got a branch in the path.
Well, we found the Imperial garrison. Right where the Royalists left them.
Lots of branches. Starting to open up a bit. Which way to go? Guess I might as well pick a direction. Oh, dead end. Lovely. Okay. That might be one way. Let's check this other path first. Oh, hello. Evening, gentlemen. Mess him up. No magic, thank you. Slowly getting a little better at the magic burst timing. Whew. Now, where was I? I think that's where we came from. Hello, hello. Keep messing him up. Thank you, Sid. Sid, I'll be honest, I'm getting very lost. Oh, hello.
Come back, Lord Commander.
Another of these. Ah, jeez. Look out. Get him, dog. Get staggered all the way. No, not that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's also going to hurt. Haha.
There, boy.
Keep hitting him, Torgal.
Get him.
Ah, I'm spamming too much, not getting any of my magic bursts off. Yee. No. Help. Woo. Haha. I dodged your fire.
Too slow.
Ouch. Ouch again. Yeah, that's a lot of fire. Ow. And now you're extremely dead. There we go.
Never were one for half measures, were you, Benedicta? These poor sods didn't know what hit them.
Whew. That's something. Hold on. So I equipped the Badge of Might for extra attack power between episodes. This one increases Scarlet Cyclone damage specifically by 8%. That's kind of interesting. Less of an increase than I would hope, but neat. The attack up by 7 seems like that's just improving everything, though, so maybe that seems the better one to keep using for now. Yeah, let's do. Maybe up here.
The alarm.
All this bloody running. After them.
Attacking an opponent from the front while it's guarding will deal no damage. Circle to the rear to penetrate its defenses. Okay. Certain basic abilities, such as Burning Blade and Charged Magic, as well as iconic abilities, such as the Rising Flames, can instantly break an opponent's guard, even when delivered from the front. That's good to know.
We have them.
More reason to remember to use Burning Blade, ever. Oh, looks like that one also does the job. Good to know. Are any of you guarding, actually, or... Ah, look out. Who's guarding? Are you guarding? You don't seem to be guarding. I want to practice on someone who's guarding. It seems like mostly dogs, though. Not known for their guarding. Well, unless they're guard dogs, I guess. Are you guard dogs? You don't seem to be. Judging from the lack of guarding.
Finished. It's Sid. Death to the traitors.
Okay, someone guard. Oh, you're guarding. Okay, great. So if I get behind you, then that works. Look out. Woo! Thanks, Sid. I assume that was you. And stop casting magic, please. And you're done. In we go.
The only way is through the chapel.
Then Great Grieger must have plans for us.
That's ominous, the way you said that. I'm going to assume that something ominous and bad and maybe dangerous might happen in that very arena-looking spot. Let's maybe head in there tomorrow, huh? Take care, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Final Fantasy XVI. Goodbye!